Hello everyone and welcome to I Know You Know, your one-stop knowledge sharing platform for all things careers, life after high school, and opportunities available to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are returning, thank you so much for returning and for sharing, because the community wouldn't be growing if it weren't for you. And secondly, if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please make a turn and watch my 2 previous videos just to get to know more about the channel. So today's video is one that's very special. As some of you would know, if you do follow me on my social media platforms, I graduated from the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation about 2 weeks ago. It has been a journey and a half. So I thought I should make a video explaining what the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation is all about, as many people do wonder and some do ask. And in this video, I'll be speaking about what the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation is, how it came about. I'll speak a little bit about some of their programs and my experience of being a candidate fellow. So let's get into it. So what is the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation? The Allan Gray Orbis Foundation is a philanthropic organization that identifies young people with the potential to be high impact individuals and then supports these young people in whatever journey that they're in order to become these high impact individuals. It equips these young people with an entrepreneurial mindset, entrepreneurial skills, as well as whatever other support they need in their journey at that particular time in order to bring these dreams that they have to reality. So the people that the foundation supports are in 3 categories. Firstly, it's the scholars. These are high school students. I'll speak about this in a future video. Secondly, it's candidate fellows. These are people that are in university, and this is what I'll be mostly speaking about in this video. And the third group of people are fellows. So when you graduate from the candidate fellowship, you become a fellow. This is a lifelong fellowship subscription, and what that entails is, for as long as you're alive, really, whatever idea it is that you have, you can get support in some way or another from the foundation, whether it be through resources, through the network, etc. But it's a fellowship that, if you think about it, these young individuals have been identified and they've now been supported through the higher education, been equipped with entrepreneurial skills, and now they are a network of people that are high impact individuals. So you can just imagine the amount of opportunities that really stem from that space simply by just being a part of it. How did the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation come about? So Mr. Allan Gray, God bless his soul, realized from his entrepreneurial journey that in order to have the high impact individuals that we need in the region, being South Africa and the continent at large, Africa at large, these people would need to be supported. They would need time and patience, but most importantly, they would need long-term investment. So he created a philanthropic organization that would do exactly this. I just want to read a quote that will make you understand a little bit of the vision, a little bit more of the vision that Mr. Allan Gray had. In the coming years, there will emerge from diverse communities a new generation of high-impact entrepreneurial leaders, individuals of passion, integrity, and innovation who will be at the forefront of the continuing economic and social transformation of this region. These individuals will be ambassadors of the power of initiative, determination, and excellence, acting as role model so that many more may follow in their pioneering footsteps. We believe the prosperity of our nation lies in cultivating the potential in our youth. Our mission is to seek out those with the potential for entrepreneurial greatness and unlock it. To harness it, to hone it, tap into it, nurture it, nourish it, guide it, and watch it grow. We are the ones who watch the ones to watch. The born curious, the wild dreamers, the free thinkers, the opportunity seekers. the ones who embody our 5 pillars, which are exuding a spirit of significance, achievement excellence, intellectual imagination, personal achievement, and courageous commitment, for whom entrepreneurship is written in their DNA, the ones with the ability to change not only their fortune, but the fortunes of many. Armed with the right mindset, all our bets are on them. So that is a little bit more of the vision that he had, and that's how this beautiful program came about. I've already explained that there are 3 segments, and this video will be focusing specifically on being a candidate fellow. So as you can hear from the name, a candidate fellow, it's like you're trialing to be a fellow, which is the ultimate goal, really. But the Candidate Fellow program is a 4-year program that runs concurrently with your higher education studies, your university studies. So during your university studies, the program supports you in 3 aspects. Firstly, it's academic support. So they pay full tuition in one of the 11 universities that are listed on their site. I will also list them at the end of the video. Secondly, they pay for books, they pay for tutoring, accommodation, meals. They also give a monthly stipend. The second area that they help support us in is in entrepreneurial development. Each candidate fellow gets an entrepreneurial leadership officer. This is someone who will help them during their journey in the course of the 4 years. During this, you would meet this entrepreneurial leadership officer 4 times in the year, and in these sessions you will talk about your entrepreneurial journey. So wherever it is that you are, whether you have a business, whether you're still developing entrepreneurial mindset, whether you're thinking of implementing your entrepreneurial mindset in the context of work, because not everybody who is in the foundation is an entrepreneur full-time or becomes an entrepreneur full-time after the program. And that's where it's important to focus on the fact that they're identifying high impact individuals, and this can happen in any context. It just so happens that Mr. Allan Gray had the vision of instilling entrepreneurial skills and entrepreneurial qualities because he believed it is the vehicle through which would allow or enable high impact individuals to make the best of their journey and to bring their dreams to life. Secondly, in the entrepreneurial sphere, there are seminars that we attend and speaking engagements. There are a lot of events that do happen during the course of the 4 years, and we do attend those, and there are some brilliant speakers that are called to be keynote speakers for these events. Thirdly, there are a lot of experiential activities. I will touch a little bit on the curriculum at a later stage, but there are experiential activities and workshops that also help instill this entrepreneurial mindset and these entrepreneurial skills in the candidate fellows during the course of the 4 years. The third area of support is personal development. Each person also gets a personal leadership officer. This is someone who you also meet 4 times in a year, approximately 4 times in a year. And with this person, you discuss firstly your academics. You also would discuss your development as an individual. So just being self-aware, because I believe, and I think the foundation also believes, that high impact individuals need to be self-aware, and part of the exercises that we do are reflective and reflect on who you are as a person and what it is that you need to do to develop and to be great, really. The second thing under personal leadership development is the community that the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation makes you a part of. Really, it's like-minded people, and I'll touch a little bit on this in where I discuss my experience. Like-minded individuals that really help make your journey better as well, because being a part of such a community really does make a world of a difference. The third thing is mentorship. Allan Gray Orbis Foundation provides mentors for 3rd and 4th years, usually industry specific mentors, and these mentors would then help with whatever it is that you need assistance with within your industry. This has been a very amazing opportunity, and it was absolutely amazing for me. No, just to touch a little bit on the curriculum. So as I've said, the curriculum is 4 years, and these 4 years are divided into 4. Each year has a different focus depending on what year it is. So the first year is your engage. During your engage, this is where you start really engaging with having an entrepreneurial mindset and developing an entrepreneurial mindset and engaging with the community and the network. So for example, one of the activities I remember from first year was one that was encouraging us to think of a problem in society and then think of a solution. So this was a way to instill that entrepreneurial mindset, that opportunity identifying mindset that will look at problems and see opportunities and then find ways to solve them. Second year is your equip. This is now where we are like, okay, now you kind of get the gist of having an entrepreneurial mindset. Let's now develop a framework through which you'll bring these solutions to life in a sustainable way, in a profitable way, in a way that has structure and strategy. So this is where you start being equipped with some of the skills that you would need to do that. The third year is your explore. This is where you start exploring your position in the world, your positionality in the world, and where it is that you want to be, where it is that you want to impact this change, and what it is that you want to do. The fourth year is your experience. This is the final year of the program curriculum, also your final year in university. And your experience, you focus on now what's your next step. Like a lot of the focus is, yes, you've developed all of this, let's now plan what your next step is. So a lot of the activities are geared towards you really identifying what it is that you want to do, having a strategy for your next step, because high impact individuals have strategies, have strategy. All in all, I would say that the program is very reflective and encourages a lot of reflection, both in the entrepreneurial and in the personal leadership development side of it. It requires a lot of reflection, and I think that is absolutely a good thing, because I think you can't really let life happen to you, and you ought to always think and reflect on where it is you are in life, where it is you want to go, how are you going to get there, what are some of the hindrances, how can you overcome them. Just being a person that really thinks about where you are, where you want to go, how to get there, really. So how can you get into the program? So the application process is very, very rigorous. I don't mean to scare you, but it is quite rigorous. Firstly, there's an application form that you do fill in. You can get this from the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation website, which I'll link in the description box. Secondly, if you go to the next stage, you'd be called for an interview. It will be somewhere close to you. I'm from Welkom, so my interview was in Bloemfontein, and they did provide the resources for me to get to Bloemfontein for the interview. So I went to Bloemfontein for an interview, and the interview is pretty much like any other interview, really. You get asked questions, etc., but you also do some activities and you answer some questions, it's an interview. The third and final round is a camp. This camp lasts a couple of days, and during these days you are given activities. So for the camp, it's like a group of you, like a couple of hundreds, I think, at a time, and you come together in whichever designated space or place that has been identified by the association or by the foundation, and you're given challenges and activities to do for the set number of days. And during these activities, you are basically observed and assessed by a whole lot of different people, and then they do identify people that they believe would be suitable for the program from this camp. So after the camp, if you are successful, you will get a call telling you you are successful. And I remember getting this call, and it was absolutely a wonderful surprise. the lady on the phone was like, oh, you have been selected for the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation program, congratulations. And I was absolutely ecstatic. I think at the time I didn't really comprehend what the foundation was all about and what it entailed, etc. And I was like, oh, thank you so much, I was so excited. And she was like, yes, congratulations, but this is where the hard work starts. And guys, she was not lying. The 4 years were quite a steep slope, and I think it just speaks to also understanding the goal of the foundation. The goal is not to get a bursary. It's not a bursary. In fact, if you do have another bursary or scholarship or whatever, they pay the net of that bursary. So they don't exist merely to pay for your studies, but they exist to support you where you need support, with the goal that you are a change maker and we will help you get to the point where you are making a difference in the world. So the last and final thing I want to talk about is my personal experience. So firstly, being a part of the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation was a very affirming time in my life. Still is. I mean, I'm a fellow now, but it was very affirming to have such a huge organization say, whatever wild dreams you have, we are behind you, we will support you, we are here for you. Tell us what you need and we will try our best to provide it for you. That's basically how it is. And this is very affirming for a dreamer like myself. I mean, a lot of the times you find children with very huge potential who then don't receive the support it is that they require and end up really giving up on their dreams, or doubt settles in and they end up not pursuing some of their dreams. And so being a part of something like this was very affirming for me, because it really said that your dreams matter, you matter, so let's do this, girl. Secondly, I got to learn a whole lot. I wouldn't say that my background was in entrepreneurship initially. I mean, and I think I've always been an ambitious person. However, I wouldn't really say I had an entrepreneurial background. Like, I'm not one of those people that came from families with businesses who perceived entrepreneurship as a viable career path, you know? So the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation really helped instill that entrepreneurial kind of mindset. Thinking about the impact it is that I want to make in the world, I could make that entrepreneurially. And from the workshops, the speaking engagements, the activities, the discussions with my ELO and my PLPO, they really did help me become the person that I am today. So that has been absolutely amazing. The third thing, and I think a very important one that I gained from being part of the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation, was that I got to meet a group of really amazing people. You can imagine they've identified these high impact individuals and have put them in the same space. Obviously, it's bound to be a really amazing experience being with these people, getting to know them and knowing them for life and having contact to them for life. I think that's really amazing, and I have started leveraging or gaining from some of the friendships that I've built during my time in the foundation, and I can't express how grateful I am to be part of such a community of individuals. The fourth thing that I really enjoyed was good living. I mean, guys, I mean, this is not like the point of the foundation, but I won't lie, guys, we had amazing food. We went to really amazing events courtesy of the foundation. Obviously, this is something I also enjoyed as part of being part of the foundation. I really enjoyed all of that as well. The challenges, I had two challenges. The first challenge was academics. Guys, I really struggled. Anyone who knows me from university knows that I had a tough time. Well, those that knew my business. But I mean, when you are in the program, there is a standard you need to maintain. Part of that is academic excellence. You need to get a certain mark, a certain average overall for your courses. So one of the challenges I really had was maintaining that average throughout my university career. I will film a video detailing my university experience at a later stage, but just know that one of the challenges I had was really maintaining the standard that the foundation required. Secondly, the other challenge I had was balancing university and the foundation. As I've already said, there is a curriculum, there are activities, and even with the events, you are absolutely expected to attend. Like, register is marked, you have to be there. Of course, if you have something important school-wise, you can report and you would be excused, but that would really need to be a good reason. And what the foundation does is they try not to schedule stuff during exams and really important times in university. But I mean, anyone who knows anything about university will know that it's always a busy time. So I did have a little bit of a challenge balancing the two and getting everything done on time and whatnot. So that's it from my side as far as my personal experience is concerned. I will link after this some slides explaining the criteria of the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation for the applicants, the 11 universities that the foundation covers, the 4 countries that the foundation operates in, and any other information I think is important for you to know. I came to know about the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation in a very haphazard way. Literally, I was in extra classes in matric, and one of my tutors in those extra classes, shout out Lekauta Mukwin, told me about the foundation as he himself had just gotten into the foundation. So my goal with this video is really for more people to know about this and apply for this really amazing opportunity. So please share this with people you think will gain a lot from it and people who you think have the potential to be Allan Gray Orbis Foundation candidate fellows. The applicants should either be in matric or in first year of their studies in any of the universities that are covered by the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation. So please share this with at least 2 of such people, and let's just spread the word and spread this wonderful opportunity so that more people can be supported and more high impact individuals can be assisted to bring their dreams to life. Thank you so much for tuning in. As I've already said, please stick around and tune in for the extra slides that I'm going to put in this video for you to learn more about the foundation. Thank you and goodbye.